So today's our lecture is Introduction to Octave, and we will definitely it is a hands-on lecture. So with introducing Octave, we will also do some hands-on on Octave. So let's briefly see what's the content. Today's the content is overview of MATLAB and Octave window. Because in the past 4 days we are working on MATLAB. So today we discuss the MATLAB Octave. Although we also compare the window of the MATLAB and Octave. Okay. Then we will also discuss online Octave version. Then in Octave version, we will repeat. It is a kind of repeat in Octave. What we from last 4 days, what we have do in MATLAB. So basic arithmetic operation, exponential command, format types, array, plotting, symbolic function. What we try in MATLAB, we will also try in Octave. Okay. So first of all, before starting this software, let's discuss some of the previous or first introduce what is Octave. So Octave is a GNU. Octave is a high-level interpreted language, primarily intended for numerical computation. Means that it is a software which is used basically. First of all, it is used for numerical computation. Means once you download it from some software, so the basic version is capable of numerical computation. It also provides capability of numerical solution of linear and nonlinear problems and performing other numerical experiments. It also provides extensive graphics capability for data visualization and manipulation. Octave is named on a professor called Octave Levenspiel, a former professor of the principal author. Okay, so usually we use Octave in CLI or GUI Octave. In this, I am going to show you the GUI Octave. So GNU Octave language is largely compatible to MATLAB. So because of the last point which we discussed, that why we are taking the lecture on Octave, because Octave is largely compatible. Although you can try or yourself, that it is most of the time it is compatible with MATLAB language. Means what we are using with MATLAB, they can be used with Octave also. Okay. So for it also provide installation for various types of devices like Linux, Unix, Android, MacBooks, Microsoft Office. You can get installer and sources from this website if you click this. Okay. So what is the current status of this version of Octave? So currently Octave 6.3.0 is the current stable release. This statement I get from this website also means what is the current version which we are using. The first version 1 is released in 17th of February 1994. So but this is the version 1, but not the first version. Before version 1, there are frequent release beginning from 0.6. So there are some version which is 0.6, then some version coming out as 0.7, 8, 9. Then the complete version 1.0 is released on in 1994. After that, there are various upgradation in the okay. So publication using Octave, as you can see that it is used by academics or research. So there are various books available in English, German, Spanish, Swedish. More information you can find it here. User manuals are also available. Different types of packages also available. Just like if I click here, so definitely it will redirect me to the its website, and its website will definitely have many publication also. So as you can see, there are various types of application. Means essential mechanics. Mechanics is a big problem in as an engineer. You definitely or even a science students, you definitely come across mechanics. So statics and strength of material with MATLAB and Octave. Octave for engineers, and every where you will find MATLAB and Octave. Means various function are common. That's why they use MATLAB or Octave. Okay. So these are different publications. These are the different journals which they will use. Okay. So coming back to our slide. So it is a Octave desktop. We will discuss it uh, now. But first of all, okay, I can. We will. So I'm good. This is I am opening my Octave JLU window. So as you can find, it's this window is similar to MATLAB. So it is Octave. There are similar function like file, save. You can file, edit, debug, and different kind of window. This is the file browser. Means the location of your current directory. You can change it accordingly. That did you want to this, or just like my Octave, my MATLAB folder is also there, and Octave folder is also there. So my current directory, if I click, then there is an Octave window. Okay, and there are also there are two programs in this, that is circle and temperature. This is the workspace. The variable which I define will be here. This is the command history. Although you find that you can delete it from MATLAB and new version, the command history is coming when you are pressing the upper arrow key. But here it is a command history, and it is a command window. Okay, so command window, and in command window you can change the various types: command window, documentation, editor, variable field. So this is you are aware with editor, documentation, command window. Okay, so this is a uh, window which we are getting in. Okay, so coming back to my slides. So it is all about the command window is used to enter the command and data to display the plots and graphs. The graphics window is used to display the plot and graph. Okay. Edit window which used to create M file. M files are contain a program or a script. So these are all commons. Okay. The next thing is web version of Octave. So Octave-online.net is the web version of Octave. So if currently you don't have Octave, or if you don't have MATLAB in your system, so you can try a web version. Okay, you can try with your mobiles also, or you can try with your system also. So this is a website. Although MATLAB is also support. Okay, one point I missed, that when we have MATLAB or something, then why we are switching to Octave, because all these command is already MATLAB have. So why we are doing this? The reason is that it is a open source. Okay, although if you are for training purpose or for some purpose, if you are using Octave, but trial version is available only for 1 month. So if you are, so for an individual, it is not possible to buy the Octave software, sorry, MATLAB software. So it is an open source, and further the web version octave-online.net. This website is available, and you don't need to sign in while you are performing certain competition. You need to sign in when you are writing the script. It is also showing some message to use script file sign it, because there is a need of sign it. So okay, let's see that how the web version is working. Let us suppose do some arithmetic operation. X equals to 5. So x equal to 5, y equals to 10. Okay, so they are storing the data and the data is stored here. Okay, so x, y, which is stored. Answer is already stored, although currently there is no answer, but answer is stored. So if x plus y, x plus y, now the answer is 15. Okay, so in this way you can try yourself the web version. Okay, and I request you to be interactive throughout the lecture. Even if you don't have Octave web version or MATLAB, sorry, Octave software or MATLAB software, uh, currently you don't have in your device, but I request you to use Octave web version throughout this lecture to make this lecture interactive and useful. Okay, so these are the basic arithmetic operation, and you are aware with these operation also. Okay, I think these are the very simple operation. Okay, so first of all, also there is one more announcement. If you are, it is a kind of uh, revision in Octave. Okay, so try to do this. There is arithmetic addition operation is simple as you all aware. Subtraction, multiplication, right division, and left division. Okay. Sometimes the student is confused with the right division and left division. Right division is basically the simple division which you get means if you divide 6 by 3, then definitely it is 6 by 3 equals to 2. But in left division, it takes the reciprocal of the division. If you are putting 6 by means left division by 3, then it is equals to 3 by 6 and 1 by 2. Okay, so just try this. That means 6 by 3 is, as you all aware, 6 by 3 is 2. But 6 by, sorry, 6 by left division is 0.5. Okay, so this is the thing which you have to remember, that right division is simply a division, but in left division the answer is the reciprocal of the division, means the reciprocal of 1 by 2 is 0.5. Okay, so as in MATLAB, Octave is also a case sensitive, means for instance X capital uppercase XX, small case XX, they are all different variable name, means you have to be case sensitive. Okay, and there are also some built-in function, that is sin x, cos x, exponential, square root. You can't use these function in MATLAB. Okay, so just try that. If you are denoting x equals to 3 and x equals to 8. So they are case sensitive, that uppercase and lowercase are different. Okay. And further, you will find that there are predefined variable in this. So you can't use as this is just like answer. So answer is a predefined variable. I in complex number, you are using I. J is similar to I, mean is an imaginary value of I and J. Further, the value of pi, this is a predefined value. So exponential of x. Okay. So these are the predefined variable which we are using. Further, clock and date means clock. So the clock is showing in 2020. It is the 9th month and date is 17 and time is 9:17:45.8396 seconds. Okay. Similar case with date. So again, the variable, this variable is also same, this function. that to clear the particular screen or the particular variable, you can select and who and whose. Also, there are two function which will give you the data of the variable which is stored. So as you are aware, who is showing you the variable currently in scope, but the difference between who and whose is the who will show you the current scope of this variable, means what are the different variables that are stored in this, and whose show you the complete information of the variables, just like attributes, name, size, bytes, class. Okay, so total is 13 element using 17 bytes. Okay, this we will compare. Okay, now this is also an important part, means as you are, if you note it down, if you note that the screen, that is clock is showing decimals in decimals, and if sometime we need a high range of decimal, or sometime we need a small range of decimal, so how we can choose this? This is another option. So just take an example that if we are just take an example 3151357. So answer is 50.429. So does it what you can say, it is completely divisible or not? Just see that. So if we see that format, okay, if I type format long, so what does the format long command do? That it will fix the decimal place after 14 digits. So if I, okay, just try pi. Okay, so now the value of pi is after 15 digits. Okay, but if I reverse this order, format dot. Okay, now the value of pi is coming as 4 digit after the decimal place. Okay, same with the case with exponential. If you use format long e, then definitely it is going to give you answer in exponential. And if you are giving format long e, then it will give you in the answer in the short format composed of exponential data. Okay. So these are the different format. Format long G and format short G, you are also aware. They will give you the answer in the best 15 digit. Okay, and the format short G is give you the best answer in 5 digit. Okay, so previously our uh, format is stored in format short G, means the best possible 5 digit number. 5 digit means no matter where the decimal is, but for 5 digit number. Okay, so so also you aware CLC and clear all function. You are also aware with. Just a minute. Sure. Just a minute. So sorry for interruption. So as you are aware that there are various predefined values also. So just like if we have x, what's the value? Okay, so the value stored in x is 8. Okay, so if I want to know the square root of x, then the function which I am going to use is sqrt of 8. Okay, so square root of 8 is this. Okay, so these are the similar command which we are using in MATLAB also. Okay, if you want to round off this function, means x equals to r equals to round answer. Okay, so if I am going to square root of r, then definitely the round off option is 3. Okay, so also there is a function is floor and seal. Okay, and floor or seal, what will do? It is also do a similar kind of operation with rounding off, but the difference is that floor will round off to the next integer, no matter what it will do with this. Okay, means to differentiate it, just like floor of answer. Okay, so answer is our 2.82, and it is what you can rounding off to the last possible integer, or you can say that it is a uh, rounding off to the in number line, it is rounding off the value towards negative line. Okay, in the seal function, it will round in the positive direction, means seal. Okay, sorry, answer is 2 is coming because now the answer is stored 2, which will override this answer. So okay, so if I do seal 2.9, okay, so the answer is same now. So it will now round off to the third towards 3. Okay, so it will definitely depend upon where is the value of this value of answer or value of point in the negative integer line. Okay, similar with the signum function, it will give you answer in -1 and +1 also. Okay, so there are different absolute value. Compute the absolute value, means if you are defining, you can say that complex number, if you are defining 5 plus 5i. So complex number is this. So absolute value complex is. So it will definitely give you a complex value of this. Okay. Okay, so these are the different arithmetic operation which we will do in this, and different commands, as you are aware that CLC command for clear all has the same function as with MATLAB. It will clear all the variables, and if you are going to clear a certain variable, means capital X, then the capital X will delete it, and if you are going to clear all, then definitely the whole workspace is clear. CLC have the same function that you have to clear the command window. Okay, semicolon also have the same command that it will not give the instantly output. X equals to, okay, I think just try it. Means at every time, if you are giving a certain value, x is equals to 5, this will give 5, 10, this. But if you are giving that, okay, x, y equals to 15. You are providing a semicolon, then definitely it is storing a variable but not giving any out. Okay. So we completed this. Okay. So we are coming to arrow. As you are aware that an array is a list of numbers arranged in row and or columns. Okay. So it is a one-dimensional array. Means it is a one-dimensional, or you can say a column number is a set. Array is a row or a column of a number. Okay, and an operation is performed element by element. This is an important part. Means if you are trying to want to follow an array operation, then you have to do by element. Okay, so element by element and arithmetic or operation matrix wise, we will discuss what's the main difference. Okay, so row vector, a vector is a row or column vector. Okay, so just like this, column vector is also we can define in the same way. Means for providing different column, you have to put a semicolon or okay. So if you want to recall a certain component of array, then you can definitely recall it by uh, mentioning the number of this. Okay, so let's try it with web version. Okay, means I am giving a okay, just clear all. Does this function work in web version also? Let's try clear all. So our variables, all variables are clear in web version also. Okay. So I am giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I am providing a row vector of 5 components. Okay. So and I am also providing a semicolon. So that's so now the value of x is stored as 1 by x. Okay. So similar wise, if you want to provide a column vector, you can provide it by 1. So now it is a column vector, and if I didn't provide a semicolon at the end, so it will give me the answer at the right input. So if I want to know the certain element of this row vector or an element vector, I can just recall it by x. What is the fifth component? Okay. So the fifth component is fifth 5. Okay. As you can see, there is a fifth component. And similarly, if you want to know a whole vector, what is the whole vector? You can by semicolon. Okay. There is also a submatrix. Submatrix means if this row vector or if this column vector is a very long column vector, and you will want to find a particular sub values from this submatrix from this part, then how will you get this? Okay, I want to sub of x. I defined a variable sub of x, but in sub of x means a submatrix of x. I just want a element from 2 to 3 means or 1 to 3. I just want a column vector from 1 to 3. Okay. So what I will do that I will define x from 1 to 3. Okay. So now it is a submatrix containing an element from 1 to 3. Or you can also take some intermediate part, means it's don't mandatory that you will select this 1 or 3. You can take it 3 to 5 or 2 to 3. This is simply a operation. Okay. Similar wise, you can perform various operation with the column vector or column vector or row vector, just like simple operation like addition, subtraction, scalar multiplication, transpose, appending a vector magnitude. Just try one by one. So if you want to multiply a scalar with this x or y, okay. So I want 5x. Okay. Yes, I am defining the variable 5x, which should be 5 times of x. Okay. So now the 5x is a vector which is a scalar is multiplied 5 times with the each vector. Similar wise transpose that if y is this, so y dash, or you can say transpose of y equals to y. Okay. So y is a column vector. Now the ty is a row vector. Okay. And if this is a row vector and this is a row vector, you can provide, you can uh, get addition or multiplication also. So what will happening is, try this, why it is giving as x plus y, because y is also a column vector, not a what you can say, uh, not a row vector. If I try x plus ty, then it is coming as a row vector. Okay. So if you want to store it, you can simply do some, what you can say, provide a semicolon, and if you want answer at a certain particular value, you can do this also. First thing is also appending a vector. Okay, CLC. Appending a vector. Appending means just like a reverse of submatrix. Okay. So if you have two submatrix, then and if you want to increase this submatrix, how you can do this? Okay. Means just appending is just reciprocal of some matrix. Just like you have x is this, y is a column vector, ty is also a row vector, and also we define a 5y, sorry, 5x. 5x is also column vector. So there are three row vector, x, ty, and 5y. Okay. Now I want a row vector which contain x. I want a row vector which contain x, ty, and 5y. So how can I do? Okay, just see append x. Okay, and I want x, comma, ty, comma, 5x. Okay, so this. Okay. So this is append vector. Now my another variable which is defined as append x means I append the x composed of three row vector. So first 5 elements of this vector, then 5 element of ty, and then 5 elements of 5x. Okay. Similar wise, in similar case, you can perform it column vector also, but in column vector, instead of providing comma, you have to provide a semicolon. Okay. Okay. Just like we have, how many column vector we have? We have only y column vector. Okay. So just create another column vector, just like tx equals to x. Okay. So now we have two column vector, x and y. Sorry, y and ty. So if I want append y, means I want to append y equals to, so first column vector is our y, that is this y, and another column vector is our Tx, which we just defined, Tx. Okay, sorry, we have to provide semicolon. Okay, remember this, because while changing the column in matrix also, by changing the column. So now this is a column vector of 10 components, and first 5 elements is from y and next 5 elements from tx. Okay. Similar wise, you can use two vector, or you can increase these two vector in column also. Means if you want in different column. So just like if just see that what will happen, that if I provide comma instead of semicolon. Okay. Okay. So comma is used for the next element to the next row. So what will happen? The y is coming in the first row, first column as a first component of a row, and tx is coming as the second components of the row. Just a minute. Is there? Okay. So similar wise, okay, just perform a operation that we have to find a magnitude of a vector. Okay, so what will happen if I am going to provide a magnitude of a vector, that if we have x, okay, so it is a vector of 5 components, and I want to find out the magnitude of this vector. Okay, so what I have to do, first I have to square x. Okay, so what I have to do, I is this. Okay, so this is the square. Now I want to sum up these elements of this vector. Okay, so I am calculating the magnitude of this vector, but at the same time, I am also giving you certain number or certain parameters which we use, that I want to square the element level. Okay, or I want to multiply x into x at element level. That's why I provide dot. Okay, now this is the number. Now what I want to do, I want to sum up these elements. Okay, sum of element. So I am for my all purpose, I am giving it name as sum ALE. So what I can do, I use sum, and the component of sum, I want to sum the component of this. Okay, so the sum of this is this one. Okay, now what the last function of this means, I have to find the magnitude, first square all the elements of the square the elements, then sum of these element and square root. Means as you are aware that it is a vector if a component force have a horizontal component and vertical component, and you want to find the magnitude of this, the magnitude of the resultant. What you have to do, you have to square the x component, square the y component, and under root this. Okay, so it's in the similar fashion, I want magnitude. So what I have to do, square root sqrt is used for finding the magnitude, sm underscore. Okay, so this is the magnitude of vector x. Okay, so I think it is clear with array operation or and magnitude operation. Okay, and you will definitely, I hope you are working with me in your web version or in your software. Okay, so I am also taking a question in the same in continuous manner. If you have any question, you can write in chat box or directly ask in, there is some uh, option of question answer, and you can ask directly by selecting a panelist QA. Okay. So, as you are aware that matrix is a now we are switching to matrix, and you are aware that matrix is a two-dimensional array. Okay, means there is a certain component in row vector. There are maybe 2, 3, 4 row vector, or in similar wise column vector. And in row vector, if you want to provide a certain component, you just provide with space bar. Okay, with a space bar, the column from vector is coming out. Okay, just like I am defining a matrix of 4 by 5. Okay, so I am giving 4 element in 4 by 5 element. Okay, so just like 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now I am providing, this is a 4 element of row. Now next column, sorry, next row, 5, 8, 8. Okay, next row. Okay, so be aware, either provide space between the elements in the components in a row, or provide some comma. If you are not aware, because sometime what will happen, the space bar is missed and the 58 come as 58. Okay, so there is some error is vertical dimension mismatch. Just try this. Okay. So what we have, 4 component in the first, 4 component in the second, and the 5 component in the third. Okay. So this is the error. Okay, let's delete. Sorry. Let's delete this. Okay. I think so now 4, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. I think now it is good. So A is our 4 by 4 matrix. Okay. So you can also find an element if you want a sub matrix from it. You can also get it by just like A 2, 3.
There is one question from the participants.
Yes,
Two
please.
questions from the participants. Shall I ask?
Yeah, sure.
So it is from Nikita Barpe. He's asking, can we use Octave for performing in and mod?
Okay. I just clear in the first or 2 slides that the basic version of Octave is provide simple numerical calculation. Okay. And it also depends what type of ANN operation you want to do. So if you want to model a simple operation which containing some data analysis or something, just like, so if it contains a similar arithmetic operation, then you can do it. And for some higher version of ANN operation, you have to go through its website and find its extension. You will surprised to know that there are basic functions that we will going in detail in next few slides, just like symbolic function. Even the Octave basic version doesn't support symbolic function. For this, you have to extend it, or you can provide what you can say extension to this. So likewise, I think the application of ANN, if you want to provide some ANN operation, then you have to add up their extension if available. And Octave also, what you can say, requesting or enthusiasm that you should contribute yourself in, because it is a freely available version and you can redistribute it and you also contribute it. You will find that various function is contributed by someone. So I will request that you will find that this extension is available or not based on your problem. And if it is not available, then you have to give the same. Okay. I think you can find it the first sorry, I'm minimizing my screen because of some. It is okay if I put my. So you can find this. This is the publication. You can find that does Octave it does. You will find there is a package called packages. Okay, here you can find out there does the package is available. Okay, and if you don't find or you will find it confusing, please contact after the lecture. I will help you to browse it out. Okay, thank you. Hopes this answers the questions. So switching to our okay. So the second to third column is the element of third row and second row and third column is 6. So the answer is 6. Okay. So similar wise, you can delete, you can add or delete a column matrix from this as you are doing in MATLAB. I think I am not taking it too much matrix operation because you are also aware, and I hope you are now you are expert in MATLAB, our coordinator and what you can say other resource person working hard to give you the best knowledge of Octave. So I am just leaving the matrix operation as you are aware with this. Okay. Now there are some special metrics. Okay. So some special metrics which you discuss in MATLAB, and I want to verify does these metrics also doing well in Octave also. So first matrix you will find zeros. Okay. So zeros matrix, as you are aware that what does it do? It will give you a zero matrix of 5 rows and 5 columns. Okay, that's right. Okay, so this is working fine in MATLAB Octave. Okay, if you want a rectangular matrix 4, 3, so it is a ones matrix of 4 rows and 3 columns. Okay, I matrix, as you are aware, I matrix of 4. So it is a diagonal matrix of having diagonal element 1. Okay, random matrix. Okay, random matrix of 3, 5. As you are aware, random matrix give you the value between 1, 0 and 1, a random value. Magic 4, also aware magic 4, what's the function of magic 4? So magic 4 is that whenever you perform row wise, column wise, diagonal wise addition, the sum is same. Okay, sum of these elements is always same. Okay. I also define a matrix called spiral. If you recall, I use this matrix for drawing a bar diagram. Okay, so let's check does this matrix is supported in this. Okay, spiral undefined near line 1 and column. Okay, so spiral 1 matrix is not spiral 5 is not defined in octave, but it is defined in MATLAB. Okay, let's I switch to MATLAB and find that does my I am providing the correct data or not. So what will spiral give you? Spiral give you the matrix containing a element of 1 to 5 square, means 1 plus 2. So it is working fine in MATLAB 1, 2, 3, and it is a form of spiral. Okay, just like starting from this is a so there are some function which you definitely not every function or every matrix or every part you can't do this in MATLAB also. Oh, sorry, matrix also. So spiral 5 is not defined. No problem. Okay. So likewise, you can do certain matrix operation also in MATLAB. So if you want to multiply a matrix, you can easily multiply it. Means if I am defining, let's work with 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, 1, comma 2, 3, comma 4. Okay. This is a matrix, and let's define B.
Sir, can you increase the width of your command window and so that it is visible properly? Okay, thank you.
And B is 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So there are two matrices, A and B. Okay. And if you want to add, simply add. Want to subtract, you can say A plus B, A minus B. If you want to product, so sorry. If you want a product, I am defining this is AB. AB equals to A star. Okay. So A star this. Okay, so this is a matrix multiplication. But if you will surprise that if element level matrix multiplication, A B element level, then what you have to do? You have to provide a dot. Okay. Okay. So be aware with this command. If you are providing a star, then it will do a matrix multiplication, simple a matrix multiplication. But if you are providing dot star B, then you are doing an element to element level multiplication. Means 1 into 5, 2 into 6, 3 into 7, and 4 into 8. Okay. Similar wise in what you can say in division also. Okay, another important command is you have to find a determinant of a matrix. Okay, so for determinant you have to use DETA. So determinant of A, you will find this. If you want to determinant of AB, you will find this. Okay, so these are the determinant. Similar wise, you can do various operation, element level operation. Okay, so I think we have already. So let's try some of the graph operation. How the plotting function was, because I already engaged a graph function, a topic of graph on this. So let's define two column vector x equals to 2, 5, 7, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So this one, and y is 3. Okay. So x and value and plot So plot x comma y is simply this, and if you want to label it, you can simply so x label string x, y label title scribe versus x. Okay, so let's switch to sorry. So, so now the plot of x and y and title is coming about this. Okay. Another function is that you can do the same function. You can increase or decrease the axis or this. Okay, same function. Okay, let's try another graph. So we will try to that I am okay. I'm defining x. So we get a plot of x comma y. It is a sine function. Okay. Now I just want to add a cos function to this also. Okay. So what function I think you recall this? The function we use to hold this graph, that is hold. Okay. Okay. Now plot. Okay. Let's define a new function yc equals to sets plot exponents. Okay, so now the holds on function, as you are aware in the previous parts, that's what's the hold on function is. The function holds this graph and also draw a part diagram of this. Okay, so likewise you can change the plot that if you want to change the axis or change the width of this, we can change the same. Okay. Okay, okay. Last time we are trying that plot, and if I want to line width, okay, line width will be okay. Let's check it is working or not. So what I do, I want to change the line width of this. Okay. So now you can check that the line width is increased of this graph. Okay, I think it is not so visible. We'll try with 5. Okay, so the line width of cos graph is now changed. Okay, and it is clearly visible that it is a high line width. Similar wise, you can change the what you can say, the arrow of this graph or this plot of this graph. Similar wise operation, you can use this. And just like uh, if you want to green this option, and also change the colors. And there are different colors like red, again the yellow, green, likewise. Also, you can change the marker of the option that if you want to change the marker, then you can do. So I think in plot function it is variable. Okay, let's check some different types of plots which we used. Okay, so yeah, let's. Okay, so let's recall the problem which we used in our plots. That is, population is from 2007 to 2012. Okay. So these we define data 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And sorry, it is a year. Okay. Okay, no problem. So just without this option. And population is like 6. Yeah, so if I want to draw a bar plot, population versus okay. So it is a bar plot. Okay. Now, if I want to, there is a bar graph. So it is a vertical graph. And if you recall that, what bar graph is used for horizontal? For horizontal, you just add edge. Now let's check what's. So you will find that bar H is not working fine in Octave. Okay, let's see that whether it is working in MATLAB, or I am not recalling the exact data. So X is 1, 2, 5 is 5. It is taking time because I'm simultaneously using MATLAB and Octave at the same time. So you will find that there is some error with the bar edge in the Octave uh, GNU software. Okay. Let's try does it work with the web version or not. Okay. So I have no predefined variable in this. Okay. So x equals to y equals to sorry, there is some syntax now. I forgot to put. Okay, so var h is var. So it's working fine with web version, but not with. So definitely there is some what you can say, some of the differences in Octave and MATLAB, and you will find some of the graphs or some of the data is not working for you. So you can report these bugs, or if there is some packages available, or there is some graphics is available, you can also switch to this plot. Okay. So likewise, the graph which we discuss, you can try it in yourself. Okay. So as I already defined that Sims function means for a symbolic computation, you can see this. That's what are the Sims function. So just like I already told you that there are different packages which have to install in this. So just like I'm defining Sims x comma y. Okay. So sorry, don't Sims x comma y. Okay. So for Sims function means symbolic function which we used in numerical computation or polynomial computation. You find that it will give that unable to warning. The Sims function belongs to the symbolic package from the Octave force which you have to install but not loaded. Load the package, run package this. Okay. Maybe I downloaded this Sims function but not loaded. Okay. So there is some error. So means I can't use Sims function in this project. Okay. Let's try that in MATLAB. What will happen? So in MATLAB, if you find that Sims x, okay. So now the Sims function is loaded and it is asking for a new parameter. Okay. So just like I am defining x plus y. I am aware that everyone knows this expansion. So what is this? That I am defining a function x plus y whole square. Okay. So answer is x plus y whole square. But I want to expand this. Okay. Expand. So x square plus 2xy plus y square. Okay. So likewise, just use Sims function. X, y. Okay. So in web version, it is showing that symbolic function this is active now and Python communication link active this because for doing some what you can say for running symbolic function you also need Python with this. Okay. So likewise x plus the same function which I used in MATLAB. Okay, so it is giving that okay, the answer is x plus y whole square. Okay, so if you want, I want to expand answer. So the same answer x square plus y square plus 2xy. Okay, so this one is this. So we have equation of this answer is this. So I think I have some connectivity issue with this mark. I'm working on it. Yes, my voice is coming. Okay. So there is connection lost between the Octave version. So you are what you can say. Uh, you are lucky or you are getting the full experience of Octave, what kind of difficulty you can face while using Octaves. There is some connection lost, attempting to reconnect. Now it is reconnecting. Once the command window is active, then means it is active. Okay. Now I just want to factor. Now the answer is, was the factor of this is this, but now the answer is x square plus 2xy plus y square. So the factor is this. So just see what is the factor. So factor is showing this. Okay. So okay. So these are the factor of this. I think I also find just like by defining x equals to function x minus, sorry, x square minus y square. Okay, now the factor of x minus y and x plus y. Okay, I just want to show that the type of factor which we can use in this factor operation. Okay, so the main function, not this, also some x, what you can say, differentiation and uh, integration of this. You can also try for differentiation. As you are aware, the function is just okay. Just expand sine and cos function also. There is sine x minus. Okay, so answer is this. If I want to expand answer, so so it is not expanding, means sine x cos y, the expanded function which we get sine x cos y minus cos x sine y. So you can see that this kind of difficulty you can find. Okay, so I am defining a function x is maybe okay, just okay, let's define z equals to sine. Okay, so now I'm using differentiate z equal to x. Okay, as you are aware, a very common formula. So answer is cos x. Okay, so if you want double differentiate, then if you will say differentiate z comma x. So it is a double differentiation of this. Likewise, you can do simple operation on this also. So I think it is clear now, and I'm trying to cover the. I'm trying to cover all the basic operation in Octave. Likewise, I want to share you that share you the experience of what's the difference between MATLAB and Octave, how much you can do. Currently, we have only a basic version of Octave. That's why I try the basic numerical computation function in web version and in Octave GNU version. So if anybody has any question, they can ask.